No longer caring what people think about you, what people have to say about you, is the ultimate freedom. It is the ultimate feeling of freedom when you can live and breathe without having to worry or feel like you're walking on eggshells or constantly feel like you're being criticized or somebody's talking shit about you. When you just stop caring, it's like a huge weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. And the thing is, as kids, we were born to not care. Right? If you go back to a time when you were a child, generally before you turned about 11 or 12 years old, before you're really socialized, right? Before you started watching a little too much television, before you started paying attention to the mainstream media, way back when you were a child, you were free, okay? You didn't care what adults thought of you. You really didn't even care what other kids thought of you, right? You could care less. You were really free to be yourself. And really, sadly, that was the last time that you were yourself, was back when you were like 8 or 9 years old. Sadly, right? Sadly. And then as you grew up, you got older, you got socialized, and you kind of got injected with mental demons to worry about who you are, what people think of you, what people are saying about you. And too many of you guys, you let the mainstream social engineering get inside your head and create these mental demons to the point where you become super duper reactive later in life, in adulthood. And you waste years of your life, if not your entire life, like in ego protection mode, defending and protecting your ego against verbal attacks, right? Attacks that are usually coming from strangers or people you don't know very well, or they might even come from like family and friends. You let these verbal attacks kind of like eat away at you and get inside your head and cause you to get reactive. Might want to fight a guy and get into a physical altercation, all because somebody is saying something to you that you don't like, that upsets you, because you're not feeling secure with yourself. By the way, I'm at the Palazzo shop here. At the mall. It's pretty nice, actually. Right? Pretty nice. Literally, when you can embrace who you are, all of your strengths, weaknesses, faults, talents, right? And you start embracing who you are, and you stop running from who you are, nobody will be able to touch you, okay? Nobody will be able to touch you. And really, the only people who are really going to test you like that, are really going to push your buttons and try to provoke you, are going to be people who are either threatened by you or who are on a lower social scale than you, right? We call them lower value males, AMOGs, trolls. They're not going to be higher value males or higher value females. They're always going to be lower than you. So it's mostly going to be people who are usually failing at life, mostly failing at life, and coping in life, right? That are going to try to provoke you into reacting, into responding. And usually once you respond, then it gives them more fuel and more fire to respond back. Because people who are thriving at life, right? People who are crushing it in life, people who are kicking ass in life, they're not going to be trying to bring you down. Right? Those type of people who are really successful in life, they're going to be trying to pull you up, not bring you down. This is why I keep telling you guys, it's only going to be lower value males and lower value females who are going to try to pull you down. People who themselves are sucking at life and want you to suck too. Because really at their core, they've got nothing going on, and they're kind of living in this very sad, pathetic state where they're kind of in this constant predatory jackal mode, where they're constantly just looking to troll, and they're constantly looking to feed off that. You'll notice that most trolls tend to be like narcissists, right? They tend to be narcissists, and the thing about narcissists are they think everything is about them, and they tend to do a lot of self-rejecting. Whatever they see in themselves, right, they tend to think like everybody is a mirror reflection of them. they can't see the world and they can't see individual people as their own individual, unique units, right? They see everybody as a reflection of themselves. They kind of feel like narcissistically that their worldview is the way the world is, and it's a very childlike state, right? Because when you're a child, you tend to see the world the way you want to see it versus how it actually is. And it's not until you grow up, until you mature mentally, that you begin to realize, like, hey, this is the way the world is. It's not actually the way I want it to be. You know, I'd like it to be this way, but it's not actually that way. This is the way it is, right? And then you see reality for what it is, and then you stop seeing people as reflections of yourself, but you see them as their own unique individual units. And then you begin to develop something called social empathy, and really this is where you start to break away from that narcissism, if you ever do break away from it, which very few narcissists do. But you know, the ones that do, they gain that self-awareness, and then they realize, like, oh shit, I was a piece of shit all these years. And then they kind of gain that social empathy because they realize that, oh, this is why that person used to do these things that I was like, I thought they were cringy, but really that's just who that person is. And then you begin to accept people for who they are versus these narcissistic reflections of who you think they are, right? Because you can't get outside of your own head, because you don't have that mental maturity yet. You haven't acquired that mental discipline. So you have to understand at its core where these people are coming from that are trying to troll you, pick on you, intimidate you, push your buttons. They're coming from a very lower tier, lower value frame of mind, right? Where they can't see you as your own individual person, but instead a reflection of themselves, and usually a reflection of the worst parts of themselves that they don't like about themselves. This is why, like, a narcissist can watch, say, a YouTube video like mine, for example, and get completely triggered by it, you know, using their time and energy to stalk me online, which a few of these chicks have, right? They've literally stalked me online, stalked my social media, and then proceeded to send me all sorts of nasty messages because of a YouTube video that was meant for men, designed for men, dating advice for men that they themselves didn't like, and they reflected it upon themselves, like, oh, he's talking about me and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. And then narcissistically they write me this like diatribe, like these paragraphs of angry comments, like personal attacks. It's never like a mature argument like, hey, this is why I think you're wrong. Here are the facts on this one, on this, and this. Instead, it's like, oh, your stupid hair, your stupid car, your stupid shirt, and oh, I don't like this, and I don't like that, and oh, that's so dumb. It's like all like childish, like literally like 7th grade childish junior high shit, right? And these chicks are like 40, 50, even 60 years old, acting like that, literally acting like that. And they can't see the hypocrisy in themselves, right? They can't see their own narcissism because they're so wrapped up in their own ideas and their own like heads that they can't see like somebody else has a different perspective that is coming from their own unique individual minds that is not theirs, right? It's like they can't see people as their own individual units. Instead, again, they see everybody as a reflection of themselves. Not to get too far off topic, guys, when you could kind of identify at its core why you're feeling the need to qualify yourself to other people, to supplicate to other people, to live for other people's like ideas of you or values of you or expectations of you, right? Whether they be your parents, friends, haters, whoever, right? You feel like you're constantly people pleasing and you're not really living for yourself. You have to understand where these mental demons are coming from at its core, right? And I'm just using like, you know, like narcissists and haters as a extreme example, but I mean, you'll have family and friends who will kind of be like, hey, I don't like what you're doing. I don't like this. And then you'll feel the need to kind of like live up to that. You're no longer living for you, but you're living for this, to fulfill this idea that somebody else has of you, right? When you can free yourself from all that, I mean, really, it's like the ultimate like sense of just being. Even to a certain degree, expecting people to accept you for who you are, right? And what you represent is also a form of ego protection, like somewhat narcissism, like trying to project your reflection of yourself onto others, because ultimately what you should strive for is to just accept the fact that some people are going to accept you for who you are and some people are not going to accept you for who you are. That's just the world, and that's just reality as we know it. There are going to be people who are going to accept you for who you are, what you represent, your ideas, your values, your beliefs, but then there are also going to be people who don't. Once you accept that, really you will be freeing yourself from the confines of having to live up to certain values and ideas that will please the masses or please the people in your life that aren't necessarily making you happy. I mean, I'm walking along the Las Vegas Strip here. I was shooting coaching videos earlier. There are people all around me, walking behind me, walking in front of me. Some people are probably like, oh, what is that guy doing? Other people are like, oh, that looks stupid. YouTube videos, YouTube's stupid. You know, whatever. I don't care. I was just like walking along and I'm shooting and I'm filming my coaching videos. I'm on my path and purpose. I'm on my grind. I'm moving in life and I'm not worried about what anybody's saying or what anybody's thinking, because that's their reality. I have my own reality. I don't live in other people's movies. I live in mine, okay? The only star of my movie is me. I don't care what people are doing behind me, in front of me, sideways, it doesn't matter, okay? Family, friends, you know, they're all gonna form their own opinions. I can't control that. All I can control is me and trying to be the best me that I can possibly be. The ultimate freedom, guys, is living for you and not some idea or representation that somebody has of you that isn't actually you. You feel me? And that is the power of not caring what people think. Okay, it is the ultimate freedom. Took me a while to learn it, took me a while to really grasp it and then master it. I think just the fact that I go out so much, and I've been going out for so long, I've just become numb to it, right? It's like you're always gonna have AMOGs, you're always gonna have trolls. People are gonna like try to throw shade at you. People are gonna always try to like, you know, take shine away from you. As long as you're on your own path and purpose, you keep moving in life, right? You're on your grind. You won't be paying attention to all the petty junior high, middle school, 7th grade bullshit that people throw your way. All right, so I'm walking back now to my hotel room, 4 a.m. in the morning. Pretty tired, was out here shooting coaching videos all night. Pretty exhausted too, lost my voice, and I'm out here on the Las Vegas Strip. It's not the safest place at this time, right? It's like a bad video game, like Resident Evil or something. Got a lot of characters out here on the Strip, and I've got the long walk back to my hotel room at the Cosmo. So when people go, hey, yeah, screw you 1%ers, rich guys, whatever. The reason why we're in the 1% is because we're out here grinding at 4 a.m. all night, risking our lives to shoot coaching videos, dealing with crazy people. So, yeah, shooting some YouTube videos.
Shoot YouTube? Really?
Yeah.
We want to make a vlog, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that too. I'm trying to be productive.
I love that idea.
I know.
That's smart.
Yeah, you should too.
It's my birthday today, so, you know, I'm trying to get turned up, but then afterwards I'll make a vlog.
Happy birthday. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Yeah. 21. 21, son. Anyway, until next time, fellas. Cuties out here too. So yeah, that's why you gotta be out. Give yourself an opportunity. Hotties out here. With that said, I'm gonna wrap up here. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from Alpha Male Secrets. Do not forget to smash that like button below. Also hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube channel. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay, very important you guys subscribe. So please make sure you subscribe. And for you guys who want to support my work, and also in my description box, it will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It only takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.